Hey, it's Myers again. I've said before in one of these videos, I was talking about Steve Bass from the Devil Dogs. I talked about how the shit I'm into really kind of originated on the East Coast with the Devil Dogs and on the West Coast with the Lazy Cowgirls. And, to me, the Lazy Cowgirls and the Devil Dogs are just kind of the genesis of, the shit I'm into, Thunders and the Dolls had a lot to do with it. MC5, the Stooges, all these sort of bands, even the Rolling Stones, like you get into some of the British Invasion shit of, the Kinks, all that sort of stuff, the American garage bands of 13th Floor Elevators. I was just discussing with one of my best friends about 13th Floor Elevators and Rocky Erickson, or like the Sonics up in Chicago in the 60s. They had Shadows of Night. There's all this stuff that I'm into, but like what I'm really into, the core of punk and roll that in the 90s that exploded with labels like Sympathy for the Record Industry and Crypt, and there was Empty and Estrus, Gearhead, all these different labels that just fucking rocked. It had a lot of great bands that sprung out of it, but the genesis of what I'm into really started with the Devil Dogs in New York, and then out in LA you had Lazy Cowgirls. But so love Steve Bass and Mighty Joe and those guys from the Devil Dogs, but also love Pat Todd, man. Like Lazy Cowgirls don't exist anymore, but Pat's fucking rocking it with Pat Todd and the Rankoutsiders, and so Pat and I talked about it, and Pat wanted to do a 45 on Sioux Records, and so here it is, man. Looks like an old matchbook cover, right? Pat Todd and the Rankoutsiders, and here's the B-side. Getting a little bit of glare on it. Here, let me pull out the sleeve. And this is a sealed sleeve, 7-inch sleeve, and here's the back. The whole matchbook thing, the stripe strip, it looks like somebody's trying to light a few matches on it. But anyways, we got one of their originals, Stagger and Swagger, and then we got Move It On Over, which is a Del Shannon song. And Pat told me, like, you remember way back as a kid here, Move It On Over, the Del Shannon song, thinking that's some song that I want to do someday, and he finally did it. So no inserts or anything in it. It's a Sioux. It's standard white. That's our thing. Everybody's got the same center label, white vinyl, and this is the A side. Shows which one you got. One of 300. This is number one. And then there's the B side. So here's what it sounds like, man. It's Pat Todd and the Rankoutsiders. It fucking rocks. That's what it sounds like. So check it out. If you dig what we do, like and subscribe. And if you want to pick up a copy of this, the link's in the description. Thanks.
Abuse left bottom, reaching for the top, falling so far.